Hi, Wordlers. Hi. Hi. We're here. We're back. We're partying it up on a Thursday. I figured I would do a different intro.
I'm here for it. I don't mind it. It's
Yeah.
energetic. That's good.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. You got Willie B here and say hi to the folks, Caden.
You got C Dub here.
Oh, let's go.
Willie B.
Willie B. That's like if I ever was to get into the music biz.
You'd be Willie B. That's your producer name.
That's probably what it would be.
You
What
know,
was
I
what
thought
was
I almost asked you to just drop some rhymes for us, but I figured I'd spare you the
No.
embarrassment.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, episode
What
10. We'll
was
do it live.
yours?
What?
Cadence. What was yours? C.
C Dub, because
I'm,
W my last name.
oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, C
I
Dub.
like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm too white to pull it
Anyways,
off though.
we got an action-packed episode today. We're finally doing what we've been teasing. We've probably teased. I don't know if we talked about it in episode one, but
We
I feel
did.
like we did.
We did.
Yeah, like we've been teasing this thing forever. But we have a whiskey, Wordle, and whatever
For the
this
first
week.
time, it's here.
Yeah.
Just the one. I'm just doing the one.
Sweet. Okay. Well, yeah, just have it ready for later though.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I haven't actually tried the whiskey yet. I just poured it out.
Okay. You're not gonna
Um,
give it in, drink it in that little Tupperware container I gave
no,
you.
no.
Oh man, that looked like a
I
pee
wanted
bottle,
to,
man. That was awful.
yeah, I was like, dude, if I get, okay, let me maybe we should back up a little bit. So,
Nah.
what do we have? What do we have for the whiskey today?
All right. Tonight we have a single malt Scotch whiskey. It is the from the distillery the Balvenie. That's Balvenie, and it is called Doublewood. It is a 12-year-old Scotch. It is matured in two different casks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You sounded like you were going to say something there.
Uh, I took a drink.
Oh, too big a drink?
Probably.
Because I heard you just all of a sudden go in the in the microphone.
Yep, that is not wine.
No, it is certainly not. It's a bit stronger. So this whiskey is aged in normal oak casks, and then it is aged in sherry casks. So it's two casks. So Will doesn't actually have the bottle this time, as if he'd have it next to him anyways. But so I'm gonna do all the reading today, I suppose. So
Yeah, I'll sip on it and do more
yeah, just a little bit
sipping.
too, and I'll give you some whiskey tips as well.
Okay,
Once we get to that. So
cool. Yeah.
let's see, the Balvenie Doublewood. The traditional crafts of malt whiskey making still flourish at the Balvenie Distillery. The Belvedere Distillery has been owned and managed by the same independent family company for 5 generations. Nowhere else will you find a distillery that still grows its own barley, still malts in its own traditional floor maltings, and still employs a team of coopers to tend all the casks and a coppersmith to maintain the stills. The fifth rare craft is that of Malt Master David Stewart. Over 50 years of experience enables him to skillfully use different types of casks and different ages of spirit to craft the Balvenie range of single malts. Each expression has a distinctive taste, but all share a rich, honeyed character. So that's more about the background of Balvenie themselves than this particular whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, so here's what it says about
Yeah.
about the casks. I got a couple sentences on each.
Mm-hmm.
For under the whiskey oak, it says many years of maturation in traditional whiskey casks mellows the maturing spirit and imparts warming layers of vanilla spiciness. And then sherry oak casks Further maturation in European oak sherry casks increases complexity, bringing fruity, honeyed depths to the resulting single malt. So,
Mm.
there's that. There's a lot of information on that bottle.
Um, you want to hear a fun fact?
Absolutely, I do.
Somebody's somebody drew the bottle online.
Oh,
The Belvanine double wood bottle,
yeah,
and they're selling their drawing on Etsy.
that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
If you want it unframed, it's $33. If you want a black frame, it's 46.
Okay, that's a very
There's-
specific. That's a very specific piece of art to have. But you know what? If you're a really big fan,
Yeah, I mean, I get it, man. I went to buy this thing. Maybe we can let them know now what happened.
oh yeah, William got sticker shock, and so I bought a bottle of it,
I'm
and
sending you the painting.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I like this whiskey. I buy it, semi routinely, and so I had a bottle of it in preparation for this, and Will was like, we were trying to figure out when to go get it and stuff, and Will went to the liquor store and he got a little bit of sticker shock at it, and so he just stopped by and I gave him like, I don't know, a cup's worth of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with the particular amber hue of whiskey when it's put into a non-whiskey bottle container, it looks suspiciously like urine. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
It
that
was like
was
in a Tupperware, isn't it? Or like Rubbermaid,
yeah, it's in
like
just like a
half
little
cup.
little Tupperware thing. So it's just like
Yeah,
this little plastic container, like you would put like um just a really small Tupperware thing that you would put like what's the word, salad dressing in.
yeah. Dude, I was thinking, man, if I get pulled over, like, I'm gonna have to explain to the officer. Oh, no, no, it's not pee. It's an open, it's a thing of whiskey.
Honestly though, like why would there the most suspicious thing about the size of that container too is like if you're going with a full bladder, there's more. There's that's not the whole thing. Like you would pee more than that cup will
Yeah.
hold.
Yeah.
So why do you have just a little bit?
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, because we were like trying to organize time for us to like do the exchange and then I looked online and the bottle at some places were like $60. I'm like, okay, I think I could do that. But then I went to the store and it was 75 and I'm like, boy,
Yeah, thank you, OLCC.
I was not mentally prepared for that purchase.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
That's
I
totally
did.
fair.
It was weird though. I had a weird shopping trip. Okay. It's a
Feel free,
little bit of
regale
a
us.
tangent. Yeah, so, well, it was one person in particular. I like accidentally was following this lady around. So, like, in the parking lot at Winco, like, I get out and she's like parked, like a few spots down from me. I'm like, okay. You know how you like just take note of people
Yeah,
as you like walk, you're like, oh, okay, that person, that person. And you're like, yeah, whatever. And then I'm like walking in fairly close to her, and then she passes me. I'm like, okay. And I go grab like a banana, some bread, like some things, and then I go to the self-checkout and she's two spots in front of me at the self-checkout. And
just
I'm
the
like,
same lady.
the same lady, and I'm like, okay, like it's kind of weird, but like I get it. She ran in for a few things and ran out like I did. And so then basically both go out to the car. And she gets in her, she leaves, and like I'm looking on my phone, like I think I sent you the picture, like, is it this one?
Yeah.
Getting ready or whatever. And so then I I I even watched a YouTube video how to say the name of the thing. Because I was like, if I'm gonna ask an associate, I need to know this.
Yeah.
So anyways, I drive to the liquor store, and then as I'm getting, I park. as I'm getting out of the truck, I see the same lady walking out of the liquor store
Oh
with
my
two balls,
gosh.
and she's parked right next to me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm,
Don't be suspicious, Will. Stop being suspicious.
yeah, I'm like, I just didn't acknowledge it, but I'm like, man, she probably thinks.
Yeah, it's a little sus.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm like, this feels really awkward, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It was
Yeah.
like we just happened to be spend the same amount of time in both stores and
Hmm.
park
Now it's
relatively
it's
close.
less weird by the fact that Winco and the liquor store are right adjacent to each other.
Yeah, they're fairly close. Like they're 5 minutes apart, probably.
Not
So
even
I
five
get it.
minutes. Like they're in
You
the
think?
same building.
Wait,
Did you go to a different liquor store?
maybe he did. I went to the Pioneer one by
Oh, you
like
went to the one
Burger
further down the
King.
road.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a liquor store right in the same building as
Oh,
Winco.
I was talking about I went to the Winco like out south.
Oh. Oh, I
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
But we both drove 5 minutes to the liquor
I
store.
gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of the other Winco.
Oh, okay. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, once I saw the price tag, I'm like, so if I came over now, would that work?
Yeah. So as far as like the whiskey tasting methodology,
Mm-hmm.
it is
Yeah,
very
please.
similar to the wine tasting methodology. There is the
Okay.
same sort of swirling and sniffing kind of thing. So it's a little
Mm-hmm.
harder to like get the nose of it because of how much stronger it is than wine. But there is that. And one thing that they do as well with whiskey is they take a look at the color of it, and they also will swirl it around in the glass and get a little bit built up on the walls of the glass, and they will look at how it
Oh.
runs down the glass once they stop swirling. So how fast it runs, how many they call it legs, how many legs form, and that generally is intended to sort of give you an idea of what to expect as far as like mouthfeel and stuff. So something
Mm-hmm.
that's a little bit oilier will run slower, something that's thicker will run slower. So, it gives you a little bit of an indicator for that.
Okay.
Um, and also to the color backing up a little bit also gives you a little bit of an indicator as to like how old it is. So generally, a paler whiskey is a younger whiskey. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much the vibe as far as that goes.
I like the color of it.
No, it is a nice color. It's very honey color.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of a light orangey amber color. Yeah.
So the amount you gave me, is that like a serving?
No, that's probably two servings, maybe one and a half. Um, but I mean, hey, you do you, man.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Because
I gave you quite a bit. Now, remember, this is a lot stronger
yeah.
than wine. So this one is in particular is 43% alcohol by volume.
Mm-hmm.
So
Um,
there's a lot more.
yeah, because I poured it out and yeah, after that first few sips, I'm like, yeah, this is a lot stronger. I don't know how much I should.
Yeah, and another thing to note on that too is like what proper whiskey tasting, like what like professionals will do sometimes is
Mm-hmm.
it's 100% okay to water it down a little. So you don't want it to be
Mm-hmm.
like super super watered down, but throwing a little bit of water kind of mellows out that alcoholic taste that can kind of overwhelm.
Yeah.
And it gives you a chance to kind of get a feel for more of like what the underlying character is. So just throwing a little bit of water is not only allowed, but it is encouraged.
Yeah, don't they give you like that when you go to a tasting?
Yeah,
Like
when you go to
droppers
like
of
an
water?
actual tasting, they'll give you like little pipettes that you can a few drops
Yeah.
of water in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably pour half of this back in the pee bottle.
That seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Especially since I'm new to this.
Oh, sorry, yawning. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay, we're not cutting that out. But yeah, so that's the basic procedure as far as like whiskey tasting goes. Some of
Like,
the terminology, single malt is an unblended whiskey, so it all comes from like one particular batch, one run, as
oh.
opposed to like I don't know what's a blended whiskey, like a Johnny Walker or something.
Hmm.
Something like that is going to be a blended whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like whiskey questions because like this is your territory, man.
Yeah, and I don't know very much, but an interesting thing too with whiskey is so like American whiskeys, like I don't know if all of them are this way, but like bourbon is this way, and I think like yeah, I think bourbon is this way, but some American whiskeys require that you use new casks for all of your aging. So brand new oak barrels charred and made, and you can only use them once.
Oh,
But Scotch does not have that same mandate, so a lot of Scotch whiskey barrels are actually American whiskey barrels that they've bought off of American whiskey companies.
okay.
And that's why too Scotch has the freedom to use these other different casks as well in their aging, like sherry cask, port casks, rum casks, and such as that.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of an interesting background.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, somebody gave me a Russian candy. So
what does that have to
okay.
do with the? This just a thing that just happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. But anyways, so yes, so the casks they can use it. Scotch can.
yeah, they can use
They
casks that have already been used.
okay.
So yeah,
Cool. So is this one of your favorites?
this is kind of a newer one that we found not long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it definitely kind of became a regular for us. It became one of the favorites. There's not as much. Let's put it this way. It is. Yeah, how should I put this?
Is it a good beginner whiskey?
It is. It is a good beginner. It's not like as super smoky as some scotches tend to be. Well, not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
tend to be, but as some scotches can be. And it's very very mellow, and it's still a stronger liquor, but it's mellow and it's complex without being overly aggressive. So this is definitely one of our favorites, and it's one that I would definitely use for a beginning Scotch person as yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for giving me some. I could see why. Yeah, it seems very approachable.
It's the Pinot Noir. No, I'm just kidding.
So, you can't actually buy an empty bottle of this.
Uh huh.
You can buy just the bottle.
Interesting.
Pre pre-owned. People are selling it on eBay for 14 bucks.
Why?
So you can make some of your money back.
But why?
I don't know.
I just recycle the bottle.
Oh, but when I did ask at the liquor store, she knew exactly where it was, and she did say like it's gaining traction. Like she's had more people recently asking about it.
Yeah, no, it's very nice. It's not very smoky, but it is very rich. There is plenty of depth to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what are kind of your thoughts on it? Oh, and this is an interesting thing. Before we get to your thoughts, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Yeah.
So did you know that different Scotch, there are several different Scotch making regions in Scotland?
Mm-mm.
So based on where the distillery operates and everything, they're classified as several different regions. The biggest by far is Highland, is the Highland region, which encompasses most of Scotland, and most Scotch you'll see on the shelf is a Highland whiskey. Then there's also Speyside whiskeys, this is a Speyside whiskey. It's the area surrounding the River Spey.
Okay.
There is also, let me think, Isla, which is spelled Islay. and that is from the island of Isla, and those are very well known for being very very smoky. They use a lot of peat in their barley drying process.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm blanking on a few of the other ones. Let me just double check my. Let me see here. Oh, okay, gotcha. And then at the southern end of Scotland is the lowland, at the lowland ones. Um, yeah, so those are lowland whiskies, and then the fifth is Campbelltown, which is just on a very small peninsula nearby the Isle of Isla. So I've had Isla whiskies, lowland whiskies, Highland whiskies, and Speyside whiskies. I don't think I've
Mm-hmm.
actually had a Campbelltown whiskey. Although, wait, no, I haven't. I haven't. I was just thinking of my pronunciation is probably Campbellton instead of town because they're
Okay.
like that over there. But yeah, so that's that. There's several different whiskey growing regions.
Is there a like the is there one of which one of those regions that makes like the really like expensive ones? Like
Not
high end?
necessarily.
Or are they all pretty equal?
It depends on more on the distillery and trend than
Yeah.
anything else. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I don't think any one of them is particularly more expensive than the other.
Okay.
So, what are your thoughts
All
on
right.
the whiskey? I've been talking forever.
No, I'm just trying to think of like questions I could ask you just to get more info. But let me try another sip, you know?
Mhm, yeah,
But I've been trying to like, try very, very little sips
yeah.
because
No, that's the way to
I
do it.
need to figure this out.
Yeah.
Um,
For me, the nose is giving very strong vanilla. I get a lot of that on the nose.
mm, yeah, I think it's just so different, you know?
Mm.
Like it's a little harder for me to let me do the goober method.
Oh yeah, you got to open your mouth when you hit the smell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you got to inhale slowly through the nose, otherwise you'll burn your sinuses.
Yep, already did that.
Yeah, feel the burn. It's like when you take too big of a bite of something with like horseradish.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It seems like what would the word be? Maybe it's vanilla. Like it seems kind of sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Maybe a little
like
fruity.
maybe. Yeah, it tastes like um bright. Is that a term they use?
I can see that. Yeah.
Like it seems very cheerful. I don't know if that's just whiskey in general. Or is this one like particularly like kind of bright, like
No, I can see what you're saying.
um sweet, like
Yeah, it is sweet.
pleasing on the tongue. Do I sound like I know what I'm talking about?
You sound like you're trying to know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. And this whiskey especially is something that I have a hard time parsing individual flavors out of because I have no palate.
Hmm.
So this what whiskey very much so boils down to, it's either good or bad to my taste.
Have you had bad whiskey?
I have had whiskey that I just flat out don't like.
Mm.
Let me think. Hmm. I can't think of one in particular. I've the first time I ever had single malt scotch was actually I had Lagavulin, from of Parks and Rec fame. And
Okay.
we didn't know what to expect going into that,
Yeah.
and we did not like it because it's an Isla whiskey and it's very, very, very smoky, and we thought it was disgusting. And I've kind of softened up to smokiness.
Yeah.
It is not my preference of whiskey, but I
Okay.
can appreciate it a little bit more. So I would say, you know, I like a little bit of peatiness, a little bit of smokiness, but I don't want overwhelming amounts of smoke.
Yeah. That sounds like my first time when I had a beer. Did I ever tell you this?
No, I don't think you have.
So we went to the arcade bar downtown when I turned 21,
Hmm.
and couple of friends took me like a few weeks after, and one of them like was really insistent that I try like a hazelnut like IPA.
Hmm.
It was like super dark, the where it's
Yeah.
like you
Was
gotta
it?
chew
It
it.
would probably be a stout rather than an IPA.
Might have been. It honestly could have been. I
Yeah.
didn't know any
Because
at
if
the
it's
time.
super like dark chocolate brown, it's probably a stout.
Yeah, maybe it was, but anyways, I was just a new guy, and my other friends, the real ones, they're like, no, like for your first time, you should have just like a cider. Like, but one of them was like really insistent, so I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try and I took a sip of it, and I'm like, oh, I did not like it. It was super
Yeah.
like hoppy, like wheat,
Yeah,
heavy
super
wheat.
heavy.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. And the guy that was insistent on it, he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't like it either the first time I had it, but
It's an acquired taste.
yeah. And then he's like, well, if you don't want it, I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whiskey is definitely a bit of an acquired taste. And now
I
that
can
I
see
think
that.
about
Yeah.
it, I remember when I did a big tasting when I was in Scotland. They did give us a whiskey from each of the five regions. So I have had a
Oh,
Campbelltown whiskey. I just don't remember what it was.
that's kind of cool though. How many did you get to try when you went?
The tour gave us five, and with the dinner that accompanied it, we got one more. So six total.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's a good amount.
yeah, yeah. It was quite a bit.
Yeah. Do they do like, do you know how much they gave you? Like an ounce or less?
Yeah. So have you seen those little whiskey tasting glasses that we have? The little the kind of fluted ones with the base. They're pretty small.
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, like a dram of
Maybe I can
whiskey.
look it up.
Yeah, yeah. It would. I think they call it. I don't remember what exactly they call it,
Oh,
but
is that what you gave me when I
no.
came over?
Um.
No.
Oh, yes, that would have been what I gave it to you in.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm drinking my thing out of right
Oh,
now.
you got one of those.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we have one in the house.
Well, yeah. One of them is in your vicinity.
Yes.
But yeah, so like this, they when they fill it up, they fill it just the littlest bit. Like they fill it,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
with maybe half a shot.
Not what I did.
No, yeah, you don't fill this baby to the brim. So it's like maybe half a
Yeah.
shot, three quarters of a shot each.
Okay.
Yeah, especially for a tasting with that much, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to pour this back in. If I mess up, I'm gonna have to go get a napkin.
Okay, that's fair. So while you're,
Oh,
go ahead. Oh, he's
I was
pouring.
telling the liquid to go.
Oh, I see. Because it listens
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So as far as rating goes, I would probably give this like 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I've had whiskeys that I'm like that I think I like better. I've never had them side by
Hmm.
side, which I should do at some point. But I've had whiskeys I like better, but I do really like this one. I would never turn it down.
Yeah, I'm glad you introduced it to me because it is, I would imagine it is a approachable wine. It's not like super oaky,
You just
like
called
you
it a
were talking
wine.
about, or smoky whiskey. It's not super like smoky and oaky like you were talking about,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I like as a beginner.
yeah. It's quite nice. How would you rate it?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
He's drinking.
Mm-hmm. Um.
He's thinking.
Oh. Oh, don't do that.
Too much?
No. I like had it in my mouth and then I opened my mouth and took a deep breath in.
Oh, that sounds awful. I'm gonna try it.
And
Hold on.
all the alcohol just went down the throat
Oh, that's fun.
while it's,
Yeah.
hanging out. Um, hmm. I really like it though. I will say.
which is progress because I last couple times, well, I know the first time I gave you Scotch. You just didn't like it.
Mm, I could see that. Yeah. Um, Let me have one more sip and then I can give you the full rundown.
Okay.
hmm I need a palate cleanse here
Get some water,
because there's a
Will.
lot going on. I'm not used to this.
Yeah. Get some water, maybe some chocolate.
Mm. How long does a bottle last in your house?
Depends on if we can talk my mom into. No, I'm just kidding. It varies.
Okay.
Sometimes it lasts longer than others.
Like we're talking a year,
No,
6 months?
no, heavens no. I'm depending on the bottle. On
Yeah.
average, maybe a month.
Really?
Well, we have to
Dang.
understand we have 4 people in our house
Yeah, yeah,
who
yeah.
who
I
drink.
understand.
Yeah,
Okay. So
and
I
all of
that
us
just
like
shows,
scotch.
yeah, that just tells me like how much you like it. That's what
Yeah,
that tells me. Okay. hmm
maybe we should restrain ourselves a little more. Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
So while you're giving your thoughts, I'm gonna step away for like 2 seconds and open my window because it's
Hi,
warm in here.
listeners. Oh, hi, listeners. Caden's gone. Okay, so now I get to tell you about.
I was listening the whole time. I had to
Oh,
go. I had to go like 4 feet.
okay. I'm ready to give you the rundown.
All right, run it down for me, Will.
Okay, as a whiskey noob, I do really like. You know what I like though, and it might just be whiskey in general. Just like it's sip. You know,
Yeah, just a little bit.
you sip, you let it linger, you let it the flavors develop. I like that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to. It feels like I'm trying less hard.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like
Yeah.
it's not the kind of drink that fill up a juice glass full of it and just chug it, but it's something
No,
that
no.
you can really put some thought into.
You're putting more emphasis on the flavor rather than just like the quantity.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like. Man, it's hard because I don't really have a reference.
But just like
It's gonna
just
sound really, yeah, yeah. What are you gonna say?
oh, I was just gonna say just go for it, whatever you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna sound so generic. I'm gonna say an 8 as well.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason for it is it's good. It's good. But I would be curious to try one with more smokiness or oakiness.
Okay, you'd be interested in
Um,
trying a smoky one?
yeah, yeah. I something with a little more bite, I guess,
Yeah.
or a little more like, ooh, what is that?
Like, do you want to try like? Would you be interested in trying like a full like really smoky whiskey or just something more in between?
I would love to just go to a whiskey tasting.
Well, that we should work on that.
Yeah, do you know if there's one here in
I don't know.
Oregon?
We'd have to look that
Oh,
up off the air.
yeah, yeah.
No.
But yeah, I think that's where my review comes from is like, yeah, it's good. Like I have no complaints with this whiskey.
Nice. Nice.
You know, it's I could see it. It's a people pleaser. Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody's gonna like everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, yeah, that's good. That's good." But I could see where it could go more complex and you
Yeah.
could really dial it in like by adding stuff and that would bring it to like, oh, to me that's personally a 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a couple whiskeys I've had that are just stand out in my mind.
Yeah.
Generally, I find with whiskeys, it's like the first time I taste is when I get the best impression. And after that, for some reason, buying them repeatedly, I don't know if it's familiarity or what, but
hmm
then my feelings toward them kind of like dwindle, I should say.
Mm.
I don't, I don't know what it is or why that is. And it's not like the bottle's getting old or anything. It's like even if it's a new
Yeah.
bottle of the same stuff, I don't know what it is. But
Huh.
yeah, it's interesting. So another fun note I was thinking about with Scotch whiskey,
Yeah.
if I remember my numbers correctly, well, I know the minimum Scotch whiskey is 40% by volume, so 40% alcohol by volume.
Okay.
So generally, it's probably going to be in that 40 to 47-ish% range, maybe. But the upper end of it can be as high as 60%. And
Oh.
there's a whiskey that I've had that I really like. That is another one of my favorites. But it is it's the full 60%.
Oh my.
Yeah, and it is boy, it's a handful. You got to be real careful with that one.
Yeah.
Mom doesn't even like it because to have it neat, it's just too strong for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Well, that was something actually too. You mentioned the tasting. Something that I think Josh was wanting to get together at some point was a
Hmm.
whiskey tasting with a bunch of guys. Everybody brings a bottle and we all get to try a whole bunch of different whiskeys.
Okay. Yeah, I think my standing would be because of how expensive it is. I would like to try multiple and then go from there before
Yeah,
buying a bottle.
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, a tasting is a really good way to get into it first and kind of figure out what you like.
Yeah. Whereas like wine, I mean, it's cheap enough. You could buy like four bottles
Yeah, yeah,
and
exactly.
then compare them. Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you, Aiden.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna I'm gonna enjoy this.
Nice, nice. I'm
So
glad you like it.
yeah.
So this was our whiskey whirl and whatever, long awaited. It took us about 8 weeks to do it, but we did it.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm the host, huh?
Yeah, you are. Although I've been
Okay.
doing all the talking, so
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just like my brain's trying to process everything every time I take a sip, you know?
that's why we love it.
So, it's good. It's good. Okay. So, what do we got? We got Wordle next.
No,
Oh,
we
we
have
got
our corrections,
Oh, we have corrections. Weren't we supposed to?
which we usually do in between, but there is a lot
Yeah.
to handle with whiskey because we're already at the 40-minute mark.
Are you serious?
37:30 is where we're at right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that listener that doesn't like Allen episode's gonna kill us.
It's fine
I'm
because that's
just
one of our
kidding.
corrections. It's from that listener. I
Yeah.
I don't know what the context was, what he was referencing. He didn't give us a timestamp, but he says correction for next week. I do not have a life. So
Yep.
he doesn't have a life. Apparently, we said he did. Sorry about that, listener.
Yeah, I could text him. Maybe we can get a
Get
clarification
a
on his
timestamp.
clarification.
Well, you work on that, and I'll
Okay, yeah,
share.
you want to explain the other one?
Yeah, the other one is from we were talking about Dune, and we were talking about the little hand in the box thing and the little chant she and Paul were saying. So this is from Venetia, our resident Dune lore expert. She says, "Fun fact: the hand in the box is the Bene Gesserit Gom Jabbar test of humanity." I probably butchered the pronunciation, but whatever. It says, and the word that Jessica, Paul's mom, is saying while he is being tested is called the Litany Against Fear. So there's a little bit of Dune knowledge for you.
Okay, so that's yeah, I guess that'd fall under clarification.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
clarification.
nice. That was it?
That was it. Those were our only two.
Easy.
Yeah,
We're getting good at this.
yeah. And well, actually, the Dune correction really goes in well to one of our whatever topics if we wanted to go right into that one.
Oh.
But hey, you're the host, so you direct things.
You know what? I was wondering if we should announce the thing now, early in the episode,
So
or later.
here's what I say. I say
Yeah.
we announce it now, but we
Okay.
remind at the end.
I like that repetition.
Yeah, repetition. And this way, if people get bored and only listen to part of the podcast,
Yep.
hopefully they've made it at least this far and hear the announcement.
Um. Yeah. Okay. So I'll introduce what it is, and then you can do like the time, date, details, and all that.
All
How's
right.
that sound?
All right.
Okay. So we want to do it. announce and let you listeners know, as we know, we set out to do 10 episodes, but 10 episode 10's coming up pretty soon. But we do want to announce when that will be, at what time, because we're going to do it live. That's right, listeners. We're doing our 10th episode live on YouTube. Full access, full chat open, video on.
Yeah, you're gonna get to see our lovely faces. Yeah,
Yeah, and so like full act it's just like live clarifications.
yeah, exactly.
So this
Maybe we
kind of
can even be
ties
clarified
in.
as we go with the live chat.
Yes. Yes, please. So we're gonna make a big deal out of this episode 10. And remember, 20 subscribers
20
for
subscribers, and we do hard Mountain Dew.
if we can do it. But yeah, I'll leave that to you listeners. But anyways, Caden, can you give us more details?
Yeah, episode 10 will be airing live on YouTube on Wednesday, April 24th, I'm sorry, at 6:30 Pacific time on YouTube. So, that will be our live thing. I will put in the YouTube channel, I will put it on there as a scheduled event so that, anybody who looks at the channel will be able to see it. And yeah, we'll have all the fun stuff. Also, too, one thing we did want to announce was, if you wish, you can please leave a review for the podcast either on, I don't know if Spotify lets you do reviews. Yeah, Spotify lets you do reviews, I think. And then
Uh, they let you do some weird comment thing. I would recommend a different method though,
okay,
just to make sure we see it.
that's the easy way to do it. Yeah. So,
They can,
yeah,
but
you
we may
can do
not
it on
see it.
Spotify, you can do it in YouTube comments, whatever you feel like. But if you're feeling fancy, feel free to send it in, and you could even record yourself saying it if you wish. Or you can just send it in text form and email it to us at winewordlewhatever@gmail.com. That's WINEWORDLEWHATEVER@gmail.com. I'm glad I got that right. And who knows, if you send us a review, you might just make it on the show. Yeah, you may be here with us.
I like how you in the Word doc, you're like hint hint in
Yeah,
parentheses.
parentheses, hint, hint. So yeah, that's a little subtle, not so subtle hint.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing a gap week with it, so we'll have extra Wordles and stuff to do for the live stream. And I've got a really busy week with a week after episode 9, so it's just we're taking that week off. We're gonna do it on Wednesday the 24th at 6:30 Pacific time.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy decision, but we figured, 10th episode, we want to make this big deal. We want to make sure it runs smoothly. Best way to do that is April 24th.
Yeah, it's just give us some time, which is a Wednesday, so we got that going for us.
Mm-hmm.
And this means too that the deadline for 20 subscribers is Tuesday the 23rd. So if we don't have 20 subscribers by then, we'll be doing something else instead of Hard Mountain Dew. I don't know what, but we'll be doing something else.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got a text back from that one listener
Mm-hmm.
about the I don't have a life.
Yeah.
He said he didn't remember what it was for exactly, but he just remembers somebody made a comment about the viewers having lives.
Oh,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
Okay.
That sounds like something we would have said.
Yeah, it does. Really does. We
Okay.
probably did. Okay. So, yeah, some of the viewers do not have lives. You know who you are. So we should probably
Okay.
get into Wordles because we're 45 minutes
Cool.
in.
We are so far behind,
We,
man.
we need to
I'm
rapid fire.
I was thinking for the live episode though, I feel like we shouldn't confine ourselves to a time limit for that one.
Oh, absolutely not. We'll take as
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
we need to for that.
4 or 5 hours, you name it, man.
Yeah, that'll be crazy.
Okay,
For
cool.
our
Let's
East
do it.
Coast listeners, that'll be like 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of words. Kind of like our Wordles.
Great job. Great job, Will.
Yep. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Wait, you're getting paid?
Okay,
All right, new month,
you
new
ready to
Wordles.
jump into this? Let's go.
Friday the 29th, I got it in 4.
Mm. Friday, I got it in 4.
Let's go.
Yeah.
4s across the board. I did raise, ready, reach, and realm.
Okay. I did not. Why do I do this to myself?
Oh no, what did you do?
Brise.
Brise, I've never heard that.
You know,
Is it Brise?
somebody actually asked or like mentioned the other day, like, if I just do this for content, and I was like, no, I don't. And even now, when I do my Wordles, I'm like, do I really want to use that word? Is that just me trying to? I'm like, no, but I can't find anything else.
Yeah, I think it's French. I think it's brise. And it means
Oh,
broken,
okay.
directly translated. Let's see here. Yeah, and it
Brazza.
also is a movement in ballet in which the feet or legs are clicked together in the air. Brise.
Oh, so there's an actual term for that movement.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I did Braze as my second,
Okay.
then Ready, and then Realm.
Nice. Nicely done.
Yep.
Okay. Saturday. This was the 30th. I got this one in 4 as well.
3.
Ooh, nicely done. I have a lot of
Yeah.
4s this time around.
I wonder if I beat you.
Maybe that would be momentous. But I did raise, trove, hoard, and force.
Okay, Trove was a good one.
Uh huh.
Okay, I did. It did not
Mm-hmm.
raise
Let's go.
force.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, because the notch gave me the O and the C, and then raise gave me the R and the E.
Yeah, you got almost everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I can see why you got them in 3. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunday the 31st. We're going really fast because we need to. So this one I got in 4 again.
Mm-hmm.
Raise, match, tangy, and taboo.
Oh, taboo kind of. Oh wait, never mind.
Taboo is the answer.
Yeah, I was about to say taboo sounds like one of my guesses. Oh wait.
Yep, it was.
Okay, I did notch,
Mm-hmm.
trove,
Mm-hmm.
timbo, and taboo.
Timbo.
Yeah,
Timbo
timbo.
mentioned.
Yeah, timbo.
What even is a Timbo?
It's an Amazonian woody vine,
Oh, of course.
the bitter bark of which contains a fish poison.
Only for fish. How did they figure that out? Were they just dousing fish in vine juice? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
Wait, what'd you
doing.
say?
You did
Dousing?
Trove again too. You
Wait,
did
what did
Trove.
you say?
Hmm?
What'd you say about dipping fish
Were they
in?
just dousing fish in vine juice to test which ones kill the fish?
Oh my goodness.
Well,
I
the
feel like we
bitter
need to
bark of
report
which.
that to someone.
What do you mean?
I feel like that's inhumane.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
well.
it's
At
already been
least we
done.
know now.
Yeah, it's already been
Webster
done.
Dictionary knows.
Okay, so that was
Okay.
Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
I got this one in 3.
I got a perfect score.
Let's go. Perfect score.
Good.
Yeah, and I've taken the lead on you this time because I got it in 3. I did raise, grout,
Yeah.
and frond. Like a palm
Oh, I
frond.
did not like this one, dude.
Yeah, I guess you could say you weren't really fond of it.
Mm-mm. Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you know this word?
I did. Palm
Uh,
frond. It's like a leaf of a palm tree.
yeah. See, nobody taught me this word, and it was so annoying. I probably could have got it in two.
Well, this is Oregon, Will, so it's like palm trees aren't really a big thing around here.
Yeah. Anyways, so I did notch
Hmm.
nor irony.
Wait.
I
Nor.
was feeling good because I got that R O and N.
Yeah, is that spell nor for me?
Nor.
Yeah, spell it.
Snore.
Oh, snore.
Yeah.
The S was not coming through.
Oh, snore.
That's a little better. Rest in peace, headphone users. Okay, I know what snoring is.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, that's not a unique. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Irony, wrong, aroma. See, I was using normal words.
Yeah,
That's
just a
what
lot
made
of
it
them.
really annoying because I'm like, really? It's frond? I like hit enter thinking that there's no way that's a word. And I'm glad I got it though, I guess.
Yeah, that's better than not getting it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next up, Tuesday, which was the second. I got this one in
Hmm.
4.
Four.
All right. Raise, shred, servo, and serum.
Ooh, servo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was proud of servo.
Um, yeah, that's a good one. I did notch, raise,
Let's go.
beer with two E's, and then serum.
Wait. Beer with 2 E's. Beer always has 2 E's.
Beer. Speer.
Oh. See, this is the S issue. It just keeps coming back.
I guess we're learning. My mic doesn't pick up my S's.
Mm. It means to ask or inquire.
Chiefly Scotland.
Let's go. Another Scottish word.
Scottish.
How many Scottish words? Oh gosh.
You know, Caden speared me a question the other day.
At the rave in
The
my aim.
rave.
At the rave in my aim. My friend speared me a question.
It was an odd spear.
This is great. We need to do a tally of how many Scottish words we found.
Yeah, that's so good.
There's a lot.
Anyways, yeah, I did like serum though.
Yeah. Made me think
My
of
mind
Captain America.
immediately, my mind immediately went to Green Goblin.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Yep.
Yeah. Back to formula.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. This one was a killer. Yesterday's,
Yeah.
let's see, the
Yep.
third. Raise, chain, plaid, and then plate.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wait. Why didn't
Did you not take a picture?
I did. I'm just kind of impressed with myself. I did notch. I got it in three.
Oh my gosh.
Notch, trail, plate.
That's impressive. Well done.
Why I did plate before plaid? Don't ask me.
You
Because
know,
I didn't.
the
Yeah,
machinations of your mind we'll never understand
I
truly.
didn't know this was a word.
It means braid.
Yeah, this was another one. I was like, really? That went through? Hey.
It's like, oh, it's the answer.
Yeah.
All right, and lastly, today, April 4th, I got it in 3.
Three.
Dang, we might actually tie this week.
We might be pretty close,
Yeah,
man.
I think we are actually tied, but we'll figure that out in a second. I did
Yeah.
raise, then flick, then climb.
Oh, okay. I did not.
Hmm.
Man, I killed it with my second guess. Clamp.
Clamp. Oh man, that's
I
really
did
good.
that today when I was doing lunch, taking lunch at work, and I'm
Hmm.
like, oh snap. Okay, I'm done, dude.
Yeah, well done.
'Cause then I just typed climb. I'm like, easy.
Yeah, very well
Yep.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this was actually a really good week for both of us.
Yeah, we did pretty
Yeah.
pretty well.
My total was 26.
Oh, come on.
Is it?
27.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
Oh man, that's the closest it's ever been.
oh man.
We almost had it. We almost had it, listeners. We were so
So
close. For
close.
episode 10, we're gonna tie.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how. It'll happen.
Man.
So
That was good.
yeah, I had 3.714285171428 repeating, of course.
I had there's a bug. I had 3.85714285714 repeating, of course.
Classic.
Hmm.
Yeah, we were really close this week.
Yeah, yeah. That would have been so good.
That would have, alas,
Soon, hopefully.
we got 2 more episodes.
I'm gonna try really hard this next week.
I'm counting on you, Will.
No more, no more raves.
No more raves.
No
Darn.
more raves. No more spears.
No spears. No ham.
No more Timbos.
No Timbo. Rest in peace to the Timbo.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was actually pretty rapid fire. It only took us about 10 minutes.
Easy. So we have another hour for whatever.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, lead us off.
You lead us off because I actually want to hear about. I want to do the segue thing.
Oh yes. So
Yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
earlier, Venetia had a correction about Dune, which
Hmm.
we've both seen. Well, let's see. You haven't seen the second one, have you?
No,
Well, I've seen both 1 and 2, but Will watched one last week,
Yeah, but do
and
you know at all what Venetia's talking about?
I do, in fact, know what she's talking about. In fact, I know it now in even more detail because I started reading the book myself.
What?
Yeah, I got the book, and it's been interesting. I can see why. Well, let's put it this way. I don't know if when people talk about it, they refer to the content as weird or the writing style as weird. Because if the
Mm.
now perhaps maybe because I've seen both movies, I sort of have that basis, and the content is not as weird as weird to me because I already know a little bit about it. But I
Mm-hmm.
will say the writing style is very unique, and
Oh,
I can
okay.
see how I could throw some people off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. What's his name? Frank Herbert. Yeah, he has a unique writing style, and I could see it being a little off-putting to some people.
Yeah, is Christopher Walken in the book?
Christopher Walken, it has not been introduced yet. I'm about halfway through the book.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but I
you're reading the
imagine I
physical?
gotta have the spice, ladies and gentlemen, the spice.
Yeah.
That was not my best work.
No,
I could
no.
do a better impression sometimes,
Last
but
week was pretty good.
yeah. It drove me nuts though when I was editing in the when I was just getting everything put together.
Hmm.
I was a little bit close to the mic, and I was kind of laughing as I was saying it, and so at the end of every sentence, you could hear me kind of chuckle and inhale, and it drove me nuts. I hated it, but I was just
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah.
I
It,
couldn't even. Oh.
well, that's comforting, but it just drove me nuts when I was listening to it because I was just like, ugh, I got to release it like this. I can't get rid of that.
That is the beauty of our podcast. Unedited, unfiltered.
And uninteresting. I gotta have a more spice.
Mm.
But yeah, no, the book is good. It's very enjoyable. I can see, I can see how Frank Herbert's writing style could put some people off a little bit. He's very internal monologue heavy, and the dialogue is very. It feels unnatural. Now I don't know if that's an artifact of the. Well, let's put it this way: Dune was written in the '60s, so I don't know if it's just kind of a anachronistic to today, so it just feels a little bit weird. But the way the characters speak is it doesn't feel natural to me. It doesn't feel like something. Oh yes, this is something a normal person would say.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's intentional or if it's just an artifact of the fact that it was written in the '60s or what.
Yeah. Is there a reason you went physical over an audiobook?
I prefer to read rather
Okay.
than listen. I just like reading, and audiobook was more expensive. And
Okay.
yeah, and I'm like, I've never really listened to an audiobook when I like most of when I listen is at work. And
Mm-hmm.
so I've never listened to an audiobook, and I worry about jumping into an audiobook as heavy as Dune. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah, as being my off the deep end. I listen to podcasts, and that's fine. But
But yeah, you said you're halfway through the book.
yeah, roughly. I'm
That's
not
pretty
sure.
good.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. One
Yeah.
thing that is really nice about it is there is an appendix at the back that has definitions and clarifications on like some of the terms they use, which I
Oh, they
really
have a
like.
clarifications and corrections.
Well, no, it's called Terminology of the Imperium is what it's called in one of the appendices.
Okay.
But it clarifies. It does clarify the definition of some things that are spoken of as just common knowledge, but the reader wouldn't know. And that's something I really
Oh,
like. I like glossaries at the back of the book, where
that is neat.
yeah. Let me think. I've never read it, but I think Lord of the Rings might do that. I don't remember. There's another popular book that does.
Mm-hmm.
That gives, and I love it too when there's pronunciations given too. Sometimes they'll do that, especially when there's like foreign languages. Well, not necessarily foreign, but like invented languages for the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell you this, Will, but I sent it to a bunch of other people. I found the greatest passage of literature ever written when I was reading
Oh,
Dune.
okay.
Now, I will preface this by saying the term you are about to hear did not originally mean what it means today. Originally, it meant like a bundle of sticks, and when Frank Herbert here uses it, he uses it to I think I interpret it as he's meaning bundle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So here's the passage.
Okay.
To the east, the night grew a faggot of luminous gray, then seashell opalescence that dimmed the stars.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Which
And what's that mean?
it means a bundle in this
Bundle of
context.
sticks.
Originally,
Yeah,
yeah,
did you
that's
have
the proper
did you look
definition.
that one up?
I actually knew that one because I looked it up a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and he oddly enough spells it with two G's, but the proper spelling here for that term should be one G. So
Mm.
interesting, but
So he didn't mean bundleist. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
some who I don't know how this is coming out of the night sky, but yeah, because like
Weird
when
writing.
when at night to me it's like after the sun has set, how there's still that lightness in the sky that is over near where the sun
Hmm.
set. There's still that little bit of like pale gray lightness. That's kind of how I interpret it. He's
Wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
that's how I interpret it. That's what he's trying to describe.
What'd you say about the number of G's in the word?
So the bundle of sticks term should have one
Yeah.
G, but Frank Herbert spells it with two, which is the
I
slur.
I, th- I think it's two.
Hold on.
Look it up. I'm still doing research,
Mm-hmm.
but when I um oh weird. Okay, so this one has one G,
Yeah. So there, I think it's interchangeable.
but if you look up the word with two G's, it comes back that it means bundle of sticks.
Yeah, I think both are accepted because I remember
Hmm.
reading like Jules Verne, and Jules Verne uses one G.
Okay. I love the English language.
Yeah, that's a word that fell victim to the gay effect, literally.
Well, people can just like, oh, You can spell it with one or two G's. It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't really matter. We're just getting rid of the U in a bunch of the British words. Yeah. Except
Yeah.
glamour.
Oh, yeah. Keep that one.
Yeah, you
That
got to
one
keep
needs
that
a
one. That
U.
one's important. Okay, so.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. You look on the Wikipedia page, it has two G's, but I did see other like dictionary sources have one G. So
Interesting.
yeah, I think it's either or.
Yeah. The more you know.
Yep. Oh, Webster Dictionary.
That's
It
where I went.
spells it as either. It says or.
I see.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So that is Dune.
I just didn't
If
want
I
people
finish the book
correcting
by the
us.
time we get to our last episode, I will bring it up again.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, so like where I'm at in the book now is in the first movie when Paul and Jessica are on the run before they've met the Fremen. I'm
Okay.
at that point right now in the book.
Oh, and that's halfway through, eh?
Yeah, so the book is further subdivided into 3 books. So there's like, let me look at the table of contents here. So book 1, Dune, book 2, Muad'Dib, and book 3, The Prophet. And so I'm at chapter 30 out of 48 and page 542 out of 1086 in my copy. So I'm almost exactly halfway through.
I wonder if I should read it. Would you recommend?
So far, I would recommend. I
Yeah.
can see it being a bit of a challenging read for you. Not that you're not a
Why you say
no,
that?
not that you're not a
I'm
good not that you're not a
kidding.
good reader. I like you are a good reader,
Whoa,
Will.
whoa, whoa. What do you
But I have found myself at times struggling with it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you said it's just the way it's written.
Yeah, it is written interestingly in some ways,
Okay.
and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not as I'm not particular. Maybe I'm not particularly well read, and I just don't know what I'm thinking here.
Maybe I'm on the same wavelength as him.
That's a frightening thought. Nah, we're all on the same wavelength. You and I will we share the brain cell, and it is
Maybe he uses words like Timbo.
yeah, he uses Timbo and Riev.
Yeah.
We share the brain cell,
Okay.
and whoever is host for the week gets to use it.
Yeah, it's my week.
Yeah. Oh, I figured out why it was cutting off the s's at the start of your words.
Oh, why?
Um, it's Discord noise cancellation
Oh.
because that's a
Oh, I
soft.
do have noise suppression on.
Yeah. So that's a soft build up, so I can see why it doesn't pick up your voice because
Okay.
the S is just made with an air sound.
I turned it off.
Hmm.
So a spear.
Say nothing for a moment and then say spear.
Spear.
Yeah, that's way better.
Oh, okay. Should I leave it off or should I have it on?
Dealer's choice. At this point, it doesn't matter.
I'll turn it back on just in case. In case it messes with our mixing.
It won't. Anyways,
Okay.
so Dune has a lot of giant creatures, mainly the sandworms. And speaking of giant creatures, you have in our notes here, Godzilla X Kong.
I love that. That's so good.
I've learned a
Yeah.
thing or two from you, Will.
Thank you. So proud. Yes, I saw Godzilla X Kong. Did you do that? Because we're like at an hour
Yeah, we're at an
mark.
hour an hour and 10.
Oh, nice. Yep. So I watched Godzilla X Kong.
And what did you think?
Oh, it's the most beautiful movie ever.
And he's not even joking.
I was laughing 70% of the movie.
Monkey.
It was just so ridiculous.
I'm sure.
I don't know where to begin, man.
I don't care about spoilers, so listeners, spoiler warning. But Will, give me your favorite part of the movie.
Uh, just so much happened, and it was so fast.
Really?
It was like, and oh man, yeah, okay. So if you want to know nothing about this movie, you know what? I'm gonna set a timer. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the listeners skip ahead 2 minutes if you want to hear nothing about this movie.
Okay.
I think that's reasonable.
That's reasonable.
Starting now. Okay, so it's so fast paced and it doesn't give you any time to like think or feel any emotions or see any conflicts. Like, so it will present a conflict, but it will be immediately resolved like 30 seconds later.
Oh, that's great.
So good. So did you see any of the trailers for this movie?
No.
Okay. Um,
It's like the equivalent of
okay.
just banging your action figures together.
Well, it was a lot of just like, oh man, his arm is like way messed up. Oh, but we happen to have this special tool that we worked on for years and it was in the prototype, but we can go ahead and give it to him and it'll work perfectly fine for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have half a
Yeah.
dozen giant monkey arms sitting around.
Yeah, yeah. Or like, oh, whoa, what's this? Oh, what's gonna happen? They met this unknown Oh, the girl they happened to bring, she is like apparently their queen and can awaken the thing that resolves everything.
Like a normal
Okay.
human person.
Yeah.
Of
But
course, that
she
makes sense.
apparently she had a weird background, but she came from this tribe. But
As you do.
yeah, it was just a lot of like, oh, here's a problem. Oh, it's been resolved. Don't feel emotion. Just like, oh, monkey. Monkey Godzilla attacking. They're fighting.
Here's a
Like,
problem, and by sheer happenstance, we have the solution with us right now.
yeah, so anyways, we're coming up on 2 minutes. It was just is so much fun though.
In the
Okay.
Pacific Rim, kind of fun.
I actually never saw the second. I did see the first though.
I've never seen the whole either of them. I've just seen
Okay.
parts of it here and there.
Okay. Yeah, welcome back listeners if you did skip ahead 2 minutes. So I loved it though. I don't know if I would ever like I would probably show someone this movie
Hmm.
just as like okay, let's kick back.
This is a brain dead
Have some
movie.
have some drinks, have a laugh for the next like hour and a half because it's just something you gotta see.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just need some brain dead entertainment.
Oh, and it narrates a lot. The characters say what's happening on screen.
That's great.
So there's nothing's left to the imagination. Like,
They heard of show don't tell, but they said nah, bro.
yeah, yeah, Godzilla's like going up into this big nuclear plant.
Spoilers.
And no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's I mean, if you know Godzilla, he likes that radiation.
Mm,
So but I mean, if you know Godzilla, you're like, yeah, he's gonna absorb it, right?
obviously,
But the characters
classic
make a point.
classic Zilla.
The characters make a point. Oh, he's going into the power plant. He's gonna be supercharged. It's
Because
like,
that's a thing he
yep,
can do. He's like a
yep.
battery.
And then like 5 seconds later, it shows him charging up using the power. Like you literally didn't have to tell us. We would have seen it in about a few seconds.
That's great.
So it was a fun movie. It was beautiful. Anyways,
Yeah,
okay, would recommend as like a silly, fun movie. If you're going for a film, Godzilla minus one is still really good. Would
that.
recommend that one as a film.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, and it's just like it was just out of this world. kind of like if you look at scobies in a weird way, they kind of look like they're from another planet.
Will, are you speaking about kombucha?
Yeah.
That was that was a good segue. You know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Didn't you say you're making kombucha?
I am indeed making kombucha, and
How's
actually
that going?
today I sampled the first of my first batch. Yeah,
Mm.
so we did a week long fermentation, and we didn't let it get like super bitter. So it was our first fermentation with our SCOBY, so it was a little bit like weaker. So it didn't ferment like quite as hard or quite as fast. So
Mm-hmm.
we let it stay a little bit balanced between sweetness and tartness, and
Okay.
then we bottled it, and we did a whole bunch of different flavors. We cooked down some blueberries and made like a kind of compote kind of thing, and we also did the same with some peaches we had, and then we just did like straight raw strawberries. And so let's see, we had
Ooh, that
um,
sounds good.
yeah, I think we had eight bottles, and so of each flavor we did two. We did straight peach, peach blueberry, straight strawberry, and strawberry blueberry. Strawberry is decidedly mid. I don't really like the strawberry.
Okay.
The straight peach I haven't sampled yet. But the peaches we used were frozen, and I think they've been in there a while. They're not like expired or anything, but they were frozen and they don't taste super strong.
Mm-hmm.
But the strawberry blueberry I had a full glass of, and that was pretty good. And the peach blueberry I haven't had either. But the blueberry is kind of the savior I'm seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, and
It's a
so
little more mild, blueberries.
yeah, blueberries. I mean, they are kind of mild, but the blueberry flavor like really enhances, and it I really like it in the kombucha. So the
Okay.
strawberry blueberry was pretty good. I haven't had either of the any of the other ones yet, although I've had a drink of strawberry. And what we've had to let me think. So we bottled it and we let it sit for 3 days in a dark room temperature place. We
Mm-hmm.
we let it sit for 3 days, and that was about the carbonation we wanted. And the thing is we we ended up skimming off. Well, not skimming off. We had to strain out our fruit chunks because they make it really hard to drink in a necked bottle. And it also kind of starts to form a SCOBY on in the fruit chunks. So
Form what?
a SCOBY,
Really?
yeah. Now, not all of
Oh.
them did it, and some did it more than others. The strawberry blueberry one of those did it the
Yeah.
most, I think. So that we were still kind of getting our eye in as far as like pouring and stuff goes, so we lost a little bit just to accidents on the counter. So there was a couple of
Mm-hmm.
bottles that were only filled like 2/3 of the way, and those ones they had a little bit more room, so all of the fruit chunks could like really float up to the top. And on kind
Mm.
of on those and on the top of the thing, another kind of SCOBY started to form, just because of the bacteria that was already in there.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I didn't want to.
Okay.
I wasn't in a SCOBY sipping kind of mood, and so we skimmed out all our fruit.
Yeah, you didn't want to eat the SCOBY.
No, not really. So that's
SCOBY
what we're gonna do.
snacks.
Yeah, exactly. We're skimming out as we drink. So we'll have more next
Okay.
week.
Cool. What'd your mom think?
Um, she also doesn't really like straight strawberry, and
Okay.
the strawberry blueberry she was on board with.
Okay.
And I think she just drank the strawberry because somebody's gonna have to.
Yeah, because I remember you mentioned she was like, she's done this before.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. So this is like a throwback for her.
Yeah, and so our first one with the kit we bought, they gave us black tea, and so this first one was with black tea, but we made another batch that we've got fermenting right now with green tea. So we'll see how the green tea tastes.
Oh, so it comes with tea?
The kit we bought, yeah, did come with tea.
Oh, okay. And then, so do you just like put your SCOBY in water with the tea bag and just let it sit?
No, that's not exactly how it works. So what
Oh,
you
okay. Because I was like, this sounds insanely easy.
No, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but it is really easy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what we're making it a gallon at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and so the first batch we got was with our kit. We got a SCOBY with 2 cups of like starter tea that had already been kind of fermented and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that the SCOBY sitting in that tea, and then we have to make our own tea. I don't remember the exact quantity,
Okay.
but yeah, we make our own tea. So we boil some water and then let it cool for a minute, and then make tea. And then we dissolve a cup of sugar in that tea. I think it's like
Hmm.
I don't remember how much it is exactly. It's either 2 or 4 cups of tea. I think it's 4.
Okay.
I don't remember. But anyways, we make tea and then we dissolve a cup of sugar in that tea. So then we pour the starter tea in the gallon jar and then the newly made tea in the gallon jar and then fill the rest of the gallon with water.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it
Yeah.
takes maybe a half hour all told. Maybe a little bit
Yeah.
more because you got to let the tea cool.
Yeah.
And
I
then
remember you guys were saying it's like fairly simple. So,
yeah, and then every time you make a batch, you keep 2 cups of the already fermented tea, and as your kind of starter, and then you just put it in with
hmm,
the next batch.
okay. Cool. Well, thanks. Yeah. I'm glad that worked out. And you have another one going? The green tea you said?
Yeah, we have green tea going right now, which I think I might like better. We'll see how it goes, and then I think we're gonna try different flavors as well. It's really early season,
Sweet.
so we probably won't be able to get fresh peaches. But I might try mango,
Ooh.
something I thought of. I
Yeah.
blackberry or raspberry sounds good as well. Not banana.
Okay.
We're not doing bananas.
Did the others in your house try it?
Yeah. I mean, mom tried some. My brother has not. Dad did try it, and he really does not like it.
Eh.
Yeah, he's not a fan. I think
Okay.
it's equal parts. Not like truly not liking it, and also not wanting to like it.
Yeah, I could easily see that from him.
Hmm.
Just being like, yeah, it's kombucha.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, no, I like it. We'll see how things go down the road with different flavors.
yeah. Cool.
Definitely, I think fresh fruit is the way to go.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
More flavor.
Yeah, for sure. And I liked the cooking down the blueberries. That seemed like it really helped.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah. I think we should probably wrap it up here, huh?
Yeah, I think
What are
so.
we at? Hour and a half ish?
Hour 23.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I got a new pair of Ultras?
What you did?
Yeah, I was at Sierra
What?
and
Which
I
ones? Which ones?
they are the TIMP 5, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got those
yeah.
ones. Yeah, and
Those are
they
pretty solid.
yeah, they had them at Sierra and you know what? Actually, they're the TIMP 4s.
Okay.
Yeah, but they had them at Sierra, and I was just like, I wanted a different pair of shoes, something that's a little better for activity
Mm-hmm.
than the big boys I got,
Yeah.
and so I got those, and I like them. They're a lot lighter.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
got
I
them
actually
in the
tried
dusty
those.
olive color.
Ooh, dusty olive.
Favorite kind of olive. But yeah, so
Sweet.
that's
I'm
that.
glad.
I'm an Ultra fan. Ultra, please sponsor us. We've
Please.
only got 2 episodes left.
We're so close.
Mm-hmm.
I'll email them.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a lucrative business opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one thing I did want to shout out to over this last weekend, I went down to Astoria and I had
Yeah.
dinner at the Fort George restaurant. You had mentioned the Fort George
Mhm.
Brewery.
Yeah,
And
I've heard.
the restaurant was good. They have a really cool kind of upstairs area, and we had some pretty decent pizza, but we also tried a couple of their beers. The Electric Surfboard IPA, which is a great name, and it also tasted fantastic. And they also have what is called the Coconut Cavatica Stout, and that was very good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to go up there sometime. I've never been to Astoria.
you've never been to Astoria? I thought I'd been to Astoria with you one. No, that wasn't
Mm-mm.
you.
No, that was other people.
No, I've been there a couple times with other people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I used to live there, but
Yeah, yeah. That's good though. Yeah, 'cause I've heard good things about Fort George beer. And so I'm like, yeah.
yeah, they have good beer. Rogue also has good beer, and they have a restaurant out on the pier.
Oh,
So
that's
they
cool.
have a really cool restaurant. Yeah, I need to bring you to Astoria. That's the plan.
We'll do a live podcast or not live. We'll do a podcast recording on the drive up.
Yeah. So our next two episodes we're gonna do from Astoria and Parked Out by the Lake.
Beautiful song.
Hmm. So
I
do you
wonder, do they ship?
Fort George?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure you
wonder
can
if
get
they
them
ship.
online.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, but yeah, you were gonna say something.
Do you want to do deal of the week or the new segment we thought of?
Oh, let's just get it done.
Okay, so we mentioned it last time, and we got a comment on YouTube that at least one listener is on board with the dad joke of the week. So we're bringing it in. We're bringing it in. So I've got a dad joke for you, Will.
Okay, go for it, man.
How do you get a farm girl to marry you? A tractor.
Got him.
Let's go.
That's so good.
All right.
That's a good one. I like that one.
This has been the dad joke of the week.
Do, 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 do. I was trying to think of like my mind immediately went to something involving hay.
No, there's none of that. No hay. It's
But
just
the
a tractor.
yeah, yeah, it was the like, oh, it might be in hay, like me, and then a tractor. Okay, yep, that got me. Nicely done, sir. The
Thank you.
delivery got me on that one. Okay. Um,
All
deal
right.
of the week, eh?
Deal of the week. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
What do
It's
you got
gonna be
for us,
really
Will?
lame because this episode's coming out late tonight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Today's National Burrito Day,
Oh
April
man.
4th. So it's too late now, but you could have got a free burrito. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness. That
I went to
is,
quit. Yeah.
you know, that's a new low.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Maybe I can find something that will apply tomorrow. But I went to Qdoba.
Mm-hmm.
They're running like you get a free burrito if you order an entree and a drink.
Yeah.
So that's what I did after work. I got a you wanna take a guess at my big brain play?
Honestly, I've not been to Qdoba anytime ever. I don't think so. I
Like
think
chill. It's like Chipotle.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what
You
your
wanna
big
guess?
brain play is.
Yeah. Get a burrito bowl and a burrito.
Oh my gosh, that is
And
big
then
brain.
just put the burrito bowl in the fridge for tomorrow.
Nice. Did they ask you? I mean, did you ask for an extra tortilla?
No.
Because then you could have just had two burritos.
I actually prefer burrito bowls nowadays.
Oh, interesting. Not a tortilla enjoyer.
Um, it's just easier in bowl form.
I see.
Um, I do like a good burrito. Don't get me wrong, but like every time I go to Chipotle, I usually get a bowl because I think it's about the same amount of food as a burrito.
Mm-hmm.
and it's just easier. So I'm like, yeah,
Fair enough.
that's what I do.
So you had another like little mini deal of the week you mentioned here. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
has a question mark afterwards, so I'm concerned.
I'll just mention. I think I told you the deal I got.
I
I
don't.
put a question because it was like your mileage may heavily vary.
I don't
I just
think I don't remember you telling me about
Oh,
it.
okay. I just have you'll remember. I happened to be at Staples. I was making an Amazon return, and I'm like, well, I don't need anything from here. But I wandered about and I saw on the shelf 500 gig like SSD
Oh yeah, you did tell me about this.
for like $15. So
Nicely done. Good deal.
I was pretty proud of myself. I mean, those are normally like what, 50, maybe 60 even.
Something like that. I don't know.
Depends, 40, I don't know, but like
And
15 bucks.
that was like an
Like
NVMe SSD, right?
yeah, yeah, it was a real good one too. So,
Nice. So I think
anyways,
that pretty much
yeah.
wraps us up, doesn't it?
Let me see if I can find a deal for the listeners.
Okay.
Um,
Do you want me to repeat the announcement while you find a deal,
yes.
or
Yeah, 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 yeah. Let
okay?
me let me put my sleuthing skills to the
All
test
right. How fast can William look at slick deals?
and just find a generic deal that applies to everyone.
Okay. So Wednesday, April 24th at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. That will be episode 10 of Wine Wordle and whatever, our final episode, at least of this first little run. And we will be doing it live on YouTube. We'll yeah, so we'll set it up as an event on YouTube, which I think we should be able to do. So you'll get reminded when we go live if you're a subscriber. So that is episode 10 live Wednesday, April 24th at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So that is that, and also too, we wanted to say if you want to, you can feel free to leave a review for the podcast. I think Spotify might have some sort of provision for that. They have you can make comments or whatever on episodes. And also too, you can feel free to leave them on YouTube. But the best way to do it, if you're feeling fancy, you can send us a review at our email. It is winewordlewhatever@gmail.com. And you could even record yourself saying your review if you were feeling really, really fancy. And you send us a review and you just may get a shout out on the show. Or be on the show. We'll never know.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, how would that work? Do we just show their video or we invite them on
No,
to
if
ask
they
a
record
question?
the review, we just play it. Otherwise, we just
Yeah,
read
yeah.
it.
Okay. Okay. That's what I figured. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, hint,
Wink, wink,
hint.
hint, hint. You might make it on the show. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, we may need to ask their permission before.
Yeah, well, if you send us an email with a recording of a review, you give your consent. Your consent is implied. Although we should be careful with that because if we know anything about Venetia, she's going to send a review and it will be like 10 minutes long. Which I don't know how somebody can come up with 10 minutes worth of stuff to say about this podcast, but she would find a way.
Okay.
We're running out of time,
Um,
Will.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate the rundown. You're done?
Yeah, I'm done with the announcement.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, there's one more small facet to the announcement. I'm giving you a last second little
okay.
bit of extra time.
Sweet.
So the deadline, since our live final episode is on Wednesday the 24th, Tuesday the 23rd is the deadline. If we have 20 subscribers by the 23rd, we will drink Hard Mountain Dew live on our final episode. So we will do that for you listeners.
Get your friends to sign up just cause.
Yeah, I mean subscribing is free. Anybody can do it.
Take their phone, open YouTube, and subscribe for them.
Don't do that.
For all intents and purposes, or for legal reasons, that was for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, for all. Yeah, exactly.
That
We do
was
not
not to be
endorse
taken
theft.
seriously.
We do not endorse theft. And
Theft
also,
is a
I
very
don't want to
serious
do hard
crime.
Mountain Dew.
I do.
I don't want to do this. It will be disgusting.
Oh, it'll be nasty.
Mm,
And we'll have our video showing for it.
no, exactly. We should have a real. We should have a real, like wine or something.
Oh yeah, I was figuring it would be an addition to like an actual thing.
Oh well, it's our 10th episode. Of course, we should do champagne.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
he's
good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't
Is
say
he did
anything
good.
for a second. I thought you like cut out for a second.
I was
Yeah,
just in awe.
champagne mimosas live.
Oh,
Have you ever had a mimosa?
is that the
Champagne and orange juice.
shampoo?
No, not shampoo and orange juice. Champagne and orange juice.
You know what? Like I wanted to say yes immediate, but like now that I think about it, I don't think I have, which is kind of
Mm,
sad.
it's good. Well, maybe we'll do that.
Oh, this isn't what I thought it was.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
Well, I saw a deal on Slick Deals just a minute ago. So how about this? I will go and I will find that deal again, and then I will share it with the listeners. It's more of a
I can
meme than
I
anything.
can share a number of deals.
Oh yeah. Well, this one
Yeah.
at select Walmart stores, 4 liter 6 can personal mini cooler and fridge, Mountain Dew brown branded.
I was debating if I should bring that up.
There we go. That's our deal of the week. So if you live near select Walmart stores, you can get a 6 can personal mini fridge, Mountain Dew branded, and it's for $16.25, down from 32.
Okay. Okay, I got a couple things. Ah, man, none of them are like groundbreaking though.
Yeah, well, not
Okay.
all not all deals are groundbreaking.
Okay, so we got a few things I could shout out. Recently I actually watched a video about the MacBooks, the M1 MacBooks,
Hmm.
because they dropped down in price quite a bit. They're down to 700 bucks.
Oh wow.
For it's an M1, so it's a little older, and I was actually really curious like how they hold up today.
Hmm.
And so actually a YouTuber I follow, he posted and he daily drove one for a week and was like, yeah, they still hold up like great. Like if you're doing like basic like Word, like video calls, the M1 chip's still a very capable chip.
Yeah, most people don't need more than that.
So yeah, I mean like, and you're not gonna get like a, you know, relatively up to date MacBook for 700 bucks like ever. So
Yeah, that's a good deal.
anyways, that's kind of a good deal. Like if you're like, oh, I kind of want to try a Mac, that would be a great entry point. Even just a few months ago, it was 1,000, but with the launch of the new ones, it dropped down to 700.
Nice.
And then next one, I decided to check the next Steam sale
Oh,
will probably be in June for the summer sale.
okay.
So
Long past our show has ended.
yeah, June 27th. So I thought I'd get that out there as the
Mark,
estimated time.
mark your calendars.
Mark our calendars.
Steam sale.
But one other site to keep an eye on though, if you've never used it, is Green Man Gaming.
That is
For
green as in the
games.
color.
Yes,
Mhm.
Green Man Gaming. Sometimes they have some pretty good deals. I actually picked up Dave the Diver from them.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that last
Um,
week, actually.
yeah, I actually got to play it like 30 minutes of it last night, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I never played it.
So,
I heard it was good though.
yeah, so I'm actually really looking forward to being able to like play it, the whole thing.
Nice, nice.
So anyways, I picked that up off Green Man Gaming for pretty cheap, and so I'd recommend like if you're gonna buy a game, maybe check there.
Good to know.
Even right now, like Horizon Forbidden West. $60 on Steam, but 51 on Green Man Gaming.
That's a good deal.
So
Yeah, I
like,
paid
yeah,
full
it
price on
it
Steam.
yeah, but you got it like launch day.
Yeah, that's true. I got it right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah. I would ask you how that's going, but I think we're running over time, aren't we?
Yeah. In short, I'm really enjoying it. It seems like it's a more polished experience than it might have been at launch on some of the consoles. Because some of my friends have said it had some really rough, like bugs and stuff.
Mm,
But I haven't. None of them have really bothered me at all. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
cool. Yeah, I could see myself in the future trying it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, yeah, that I think those were relatively good deals. If you're into gaming, be aware of this other website that can get you a deal. And if you're thinking about a MacBook, great entry point.
Well, that I think is a good note to end the show on. So you started us off. I guess I get to close us. We finally did the long-awaited whiskey, Wordle, and whatever with the Balvenie Double Wood 12-year-old single malt. We both seemed to enjoy it, and then we also talked a bit about Dune, the movie with the big monkey. We also Dune is not the movie with the big monkey. We talked about Dune, and then the movie with the big monkey, and then a bit about some kombucha, some more, and a handful of other things that I frankly don't remember what they were. But hey, that's the lovely thing about this show. We just find a tangent and we follow it until we're done. Thanks for listening again, and tune in next week and tune in live on the 24th for our final episode. Thank you, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you. Bye.